what's going on, Bandage Pile? We're here with Jaden. Jaden is going to show us his, what is this, Gold Pride Punk?
Gold Pride Punk. With a little spice.
Little Spice. We're at the Omaha Regional. Jaden ended up going X3, not quite making it, but...
No.
Well, I've can see some cards in your extra deck, and let's see how they facilitate them.
All right, so we'll just start off saying that I definitely did not have the cards that I wanted for it, but I'll kind of explain what I would have replaced them with when they come mine. So for the standard package, you get the 3 Zayaman, that's standard on there. 3 Ogre Dance, another Searcher. These are pretty much like 1 card starters, 1 card starters. 3 of the Foxy Tunes, 1.5 card starter, and then 2 of the Deer Notes. Those ones you don't want to have more than 2 on this one because you don't want to clog off these. They're a lot better in the deck than they are in the hand. You can use them if you draw into them, but you're kind of losing on them. And then we'll go for the 1-ofs. We got Shirakusai. This one's a combo, bread and butter, start of the deck. Madam Spider. Madam Spider is definitely an extender, searching out your imperm, and then, life gain and time, just trying to make it. You pay so much life that you want to kind of get close, because there are some times that people will slow play you and try to get you for that. Wagon, this one searches your field spell, which definitely is a must-need. It helps you get your +2s. It's amazing. And then we'll go ahead and go for the second engine. We'll have the gold prize. We're going to have 1 Leon, 2 Captain Carries, and then 2 Nitro Heads. As far as these, I haven't really figured out the correct ratio for sure. I used to have 2-3-2, and then I've gone 1-3-2. But I've come to the conclusion as far as this is kind of what I'm liking. It's nice to sometimes see them in your hand, but it's Leons you kind of don't want to see in your opening hand because opening Leon doesn't really do anything. Even if you're less life points, it is a special summon, but you want to get the most out of the special summon by special summoning these guys from the grave. Captain Carry is the best one to have in your opening hand because when you have less life points, you're able to special summon it out and then search out their trap. Their trap is very good. You're able to destroy whatever they normal summon or special summon while also getting one of these out. Nitro Head, if you have less life points, you're able to special summon it out, and then during your opponent's standby phase, you're able to special summon a token that can, during their main phase, whenever you want, you can pop whatever in a T formation of said token. You can put it anywhere you want. This against Kashtira, if they're not able to out that token, it kind of like blows them out just kind of. Nothing crazy, but it's something that makes it a little harder for them to start. As well as it is also an 8, so it just facilitates 11s, which goes into the honorary punk monster that we'll talk about later. Extra spice we got the 2 Fenrirs. I've gone to the 2. I don't think I want to play 3 because like opening it is kind of nice, but I don't want to brick. I don't want to open this for like my last card. This is definitely not 1 card starter. This literally is just bait. That's all it is. I summon it out. I attempt to search to activate. They're going to imperm that right away or anything like that. If they haven't seen that I'm playing Punk, they think I'm playing Kashtira, and they're just going to bait it out. So I'll special summon this, and then they'll imperm it or ash it, and then now I have the free Zayaman to start my place. Going for the monster hand traps. We're going to go with 3 Hash Blossom. It's needed. Too good not to. Stopping the brand infusion is amazing. And then the 1 Ghost Ogre, because it is searchable through the combo. And not a lot of people remember what Ghost Ogre does, and it actually turns out it hits a lot of things. Hits Faithful Adventure. Sometimes you could hit specific field spells that activate, things like that. I ran into a Dragon Link player, activate that on Ravine, things like that. We'll go ahead and go to spells now. Engine spells, we'll have 2 Extreme Sessions. I've gone back and forth between 1 and 2, but I have ended up liking 2 of them because opening 1 of them is not bad at all. This is pretty much just pot of greed. It's you're paying life points, but you're drawing cards. Like it's what it is. And there has been many times it has a second effect where you can banish a punk from the grave to special summon one from your hand. that special summon alone has helped me get that extra push to be able to get to 2 of my big boss monsters rather than just a single one, because I only had that one normal summon. So it's very, very nice. The 3 of that you definitely need to play 3 of. It's an easy 1-card starter. Literally just this card alone can do your entire combo. Use this, special summon out Zayaman, pay the life points, search out for Sheer Kusai, and you're already on the races. Like, it's amazing. I love it at 3. Konami, don't touch it. The next card that I'm running, I literally just started putting this in the Saturday, and I ended up loving it. I was very hesitant on playing this due to the fact that I would never want to banish any of my combo pieces. It would just seem dumb. If I banished all my Deer Notes, I would hate it. If I banished my Sheer Kusai, I'd hate it. Just a lot of things that I did not want to banish for this. But then I realized, what if I just do my entire combo and then do this afterwards? And it literally just gets me the rest of my hand traps, gets me regular traps, just gets extra combo for later. It was amazing. And literally they would, you know, sometimes I would end up just being, okay, do I want this play to go off, or do I want my punk play to go off? So there were a couple games I would literally just play this just to bait out the Ash. And they would end up there like, you know what, I'm not going to have you draw 2 cards because of that. I don't like it. So I'd Ash that. And I'd already have my full combo. I'd get lucky and didn't banish any of my combos. But I'm liking it a whole lot. The last spell card, which helped me a lot, but I was very indifferent with it, was the 2 cross-out designators. I was playing 1 Called by the Grave, and, you know, seeing the 1 Called by was nice, but playing this at 2, and with the fact that there are a lot of, you know, hand traps and everything like that that are commonly being played in most decks, this was coming in clutch. The amount of times I crossed out an Ash Blossom was just out of this world. Or there was even a time that I ended up using Ash, and then my opponent used Crossout Designator. I Crossout Designated using Crossout Designator. Like, he felt so bad. And then going to the traps, got the hand trap traps. We got triple imperms. Again, this one's kind of a must. This one stops a lot. I've done this a lot, usually on, like, you know, Kashtira, Unicorn, things like that. It's debatable as far as what you're using this on, but it's a need. It's nice. It's very good. The honorary imperm, which is the one that's searchable by Madam Spider, is Gabu, Dangerous Gabu. This one is, you can literally, even if you don't have a punk monster, you can target a monster your opponent controls and negate it. But if you do have a punk monster, and I found out this one is mandatory, if you do have a punk monster, you do have to gain the life points of the monster that you negated. You can't choose not to do that. You have to do that. I don't like that. That sucks. But it's fine.
I want to have 8 life points.
Right? Give me my 100 life points, and that's it. And then the last one, I put this down on 2. I was debating on 3 or 2 of this one, but again, didn't want to clog this because it is searchable. This one is very good. This one, when your opponent normal summons or special summons monsters, like a monster or monsters, you can target one of those monsters. You reveal 3 Gold Pride monsters, and it doesn't have to be different names. You could run, like, if I was running 3 of something, I could reveal all 3. Your opponent randomly chooses one of them. You special summon it, and also destroy the opponent's monster. This has been amazing so many times. I ended up winning against our boy Ryan, the Trap Tricks player, just because I was able to go first and set up 2 of these. And literally, he normal summoned a monster. I was like, no, I don't want you having that Trap Tricks. I'm not having to go Sarah. Destroy it. He used Arachnophobia, or whatever, the one that special summons from the hand, to summon out another one. And I was like, no, because it's also not once per turn. So that was nice on there. So that's it for the main deck on there. Going for the extra, we got 2 Amazing Dragon. This dragon is amazing. You're able to, with the Sheer Kusai combo, you're able to set it up to where you're able to go to this guy on your opponent's turn. And if you've done the full combo, you can do like a minimum of bouncing 3 to their hand or a minimum of bouncing 2. Usually that's kind of how the play is. the very, very minimum is you'll end up bouncing 2. Or if you're just standard making it, you'll bounce 1 because you're using that tuner. But it's very, very good. In this build, you need to play 2. It's nice. And then the one to go into it, Jam, Drag, and Drive. This one is very good. If it is synchro summoned, it's like synchro summoned, or if it's special summoned because of a punk monster's effect, you can pay 800 life points, or pay 600 life points, and then search a level 3 psychic. You can search any of the punks. You can also search Ghost Ogre. Very, very nice. It's also, if your opponent responds to a punk monster effect that you're doing like on field or anything like that, I think it's on field, not sure, you're able to special summon this out from the grave, and it ends up just being like another plus because it is also an 8, again facilitating to your 11s. The one Shirakusai, or the one Rising Carp, this one, I have not run into a cash tier player that has banished this. It definitely would suck if they did banish this, but I haven't found the need to play 2 yet. If more cash tier players start banishing this, I will feel the need. But right now, everyone sees the rest of the extra deck and they're like, I don't care about this. This is a rare. No one cares about a rare. But it's needed. If this is the only play that you have, and then you attribute it to special summon the 2 from the deck, if it gets ashed, you cry. So Designator. And then the last honorable punk is Psychic and Punisher.
Bad man.
It's a bad man. He is the Punisher. This guy, sadly, does get outed a lot more than I thought he would. But he's just very, very beefy. If the opponent doesn't figure out how to take care of him within the first 2 turns, give or take, he just becomes a big boy. I think at the regionals, I got him to 28K. And this was the same guy that was going to try to stall me out in time because he was like, I don't know how to get over this. I don't know how to do it. 3 minutes left in time. I'm like, all right, hurry up. If you don't know how, like, sorry, let's go to the next game. But he is just very, very good. But he's also very, very bad. He can be Kaiju'd. He can be Scareclaw Cashtiered with a Fenrir. If they have Fenrir on the field and Scareclaw Cashtera, Fenrir can attack. Scareclaw's unactivated effect will negate this guy, and then Fenrir can banish him face down. So that was something I found out. That was fun, but he's very, very good. I haven't felt the need to play 2 yet. I'm thinking about it, but as of right now, I'm having that one. The 10 that I'm running right now, Chinky. I wanted it to be a Barone, but I did not have a Barone. This is a good second, but there were a couple more outs to it than Barone, and the amount of times that I got hit with evenly was astounding. And if I would have had a Barone, it would have been a different story. But this was like the second best 10 that I could find, so I like it. You do banish a good chunk of stuff, and if you are playing Cashtera, you can do that as well. So there's stuff about it.
This and Desires is the combo.
And the fact that I'm playing 2 Desires, that's also a nice combo there too. If you end up having this out prior to activating Desires, then you just get the trigger on your turn. It's free real estate.
I see. This is just spicy Grand Maju. I get it.
This is you're about to wait for the side deck when I bust out the Grand Maju, but that was for later. Going for the Gold Pride. I'm just playing the 1-star Leon right now. It recycles itself at the end phase. During your opponent's main phase, you can target a monster your opponent controls. This guy will gain the attack of said monster. And if you have less life points, you can choose to destroy that said monster. Don't have to, but you can. And then at the end phase, this will shuffle back into the extra deck, and then you can special summon a Leon from your deck, which in turn would trigger Leon's effect to special summon one of the, special summon Captain Carry that you use to make this 6. Or if you happen to have Nitro Head, you can special summon Nitro Head. I haven't felt the need right now to play more than one just because it shuffles itself back, but it's also a very situational card, but it's another set of interruptions. The Gold Prides are definitely interruptions on your opponent's turn, as well as beat sticks on your turn. The other 8s that I play, Red Dragon, Archfiend, Scarlight. This is in time. I never went into it because I never got to that point of where this amount of damage in time was gonna facilitate me playing that after I've paid 5,000 life points trying to get this as high as I can. But it's something that could happen, so I want to have it ready. And then Draco Berserker. It's there. I might take it out. I think I might have went into it once because I had to get around a Tikaboo, so that one's kind of there, but I never really went into it any other ways. All right, and then we are going to play the Gloomy, the IP, and Access Code. Didn't find a Nightmare Unicorn. If I would have had a Nightmare Unicorn, this probably would have went out. But these were kind of the plays. I ended up having a play where I had the Gloomy, and I was able to take their Guardian Chimera and then attack for you. But if I had an Asa, I'd probably use that instead, just because of the cash tier it plays. But either way, it's there. IP, again, IP is nice. If you're able to go on Unicorn on your turn, or on your opponent's turn, it's definitely nice. And then Access Code Talker. I'd be playing the big beefies, so having a big beefy is big beefy. Now the controversy that I'm going to get scolded for is no Exceeds, but I'm playing Zeus. The 2 reasons for this that I just came up with now is this is bait. This one thing is it's bait for cashiers. They see a Zeus and they go running, so they will banish this one hands down. Half the people won't even realize the fact that I'm not playing any other Exceeds to go into it. So that's one of the reasons, as well as in my side deck, I will have something that can, match up against the cashiers, and then I go after this. So it's definitely bait, which what I just thought of now, and then the other version, which my side deck goes in to take care of that. Side deck is to be determined because I was just playing around with this. We got the 2 thrusts. I've debated on this one often, but with the extra side deck stuff that I've had, thrust really doesn't search anything in my main deck. I can do Imperm and I can do Pot of Desires. Or I could do like the Gold Pride Trap. It's not really worth it in the main deck, but it's mostly for the side. We'll do the 1 triple tactics talents. With the fact that I'm playing Thrust, I'm not gonna play more than one of these. It's possible you could play 2, but I don't want to open this. I want to search for it. And this is what I would do as far as if they activated a Rise Heart effect to banish things like that, or to attach a banished. I can use this, take their Rise Heart, and then exceed over with Zeus. Because as soon as a Rise Heart comes out, it's so hard for this deck to play. Like Macro Cosmos is insane. Hey Trunade, another strip with this one. This one can be very, very good. I would like to play more, potentially either 2 or 3, but it's very, very good right now. I hate Labyrinth, I hate Trap Tricks. Floodgate Trap Pool is a nightmare for this deck, and this one is just really nice for it. Playing the 2 mismatched Deep Area because I can only find one nice one and one bad one. Very good. Again, also searchable with Thrust, so I didn't really super feel the need to play that more than 2. But again, it's half and half. To be determined here. 2 evenly matched. This one probably will go back to 3. I still haven't decided yet. It's a blowout card. I hate it and love it at the same time. Like he was saying, I went X3, and 2 of those X's were because of evenly. I hate it, but it's an amazing board raider. This deck, you don't really need the battle phase at least for the first turn, it's very hard for this deck to break boards. So having this one help break those boards is just amazing. So again, that's why I would think about putting it at 3. Usually, if I was siding stuff in, I do this and then the 2 thrusts. So if I do get hand trapped one way or another, I'm hopefully finding that. The other, again, to be determines. We have the 2 ghost spells. This one, I hate the gimmick puppet combo from Branded. This one usually stops it, and you can stop it with Birth too. You can stop Birth with it too. That one doesn't come as much, but gimmick puppet. I hate it. Konami needs to figure out all the cards that just say, "Hey, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh for that turn," because that is a nightmare. I was okay with Ra's Disciple because there was ways to get around it, but that is literally the bane. Only one Nibiru. I was maining it at 3 before, but there was so many times that it was just dead draws in my hand. And then I put it in the side at 2, and then still didn't like it. And then I just ended up putting it as 1 for a designator target, just because I didn't want to get Nibiru'd. I think there was one Nibiru that hit me, but not a lot of people are playing it right now because everyone's afraid of it right now. So this may end up coming out soon, but I'm not sure. But that's kind of why there's 1 right now. And then the 2 Moonlight Chill. This one is both the new time card for me as well as an imperm. It's very nice being able to imperm as well as get to that time. Stopping the unicorn, stopping the Sarah, things like that. It's nice.
You got yourself a 2-card combo.
I got myself a 2.
Negate them, and you can burn them.
And then blow them up.
Get rid of it. But,
so that's kind of what it's at.
So that was Gold Pride Punk. Maybe a new way to see your Gold Pride cards. Get some use out of those cards that you just got out of Photon Hypernova.
Make sure you get them before they start going up, because TCG is giving all the merchandise for them, so you know something's good's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, once everyone sees this deck list, everyone's going to start buying the cards. All right, well, and for Dual Radio, we're going to sign off.